Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 4 of our two-handed infantry only challenge campaign as Holy Roman Empire in Medieval 2 Total War. And I think in this episode we might actually manage to get some other units to the field in addition to peasants.
Ja, Kaiser. At once, Kaiser.
Grab is nice. Faction excommunicated. Okay, let's begin to improve the armories. Venice Church actually growing quite fast, so perhaps only a couple of turns until we get to next level, so let's try to improve the public order a bit. Genoa. Perhaps church. Burn. Roads. Priest. And land clearance. Let's go with those. And then Spain has been excommunicated. Let's see about recruitment. Oh, we are not building anything here because we can't. How much population? 4,500. Okay. Can we train anything in Innsbruck? Yes, we can. It will take quite a while to get that settlement to grow. So the goal is to try to take Prague. What do they have? Quite a lot of experienced troops, but fortunately only limited number of spearmen. So I think the general should be able to do okay over there. And perhaps it might be prudent to strengthen our fleets so that we can keep the Byzantines off from our troops. Yeah, there they are, planning to come again.
Dropping anchor until morning, mein Kaiser.
And what do they have?
For the Reich. For your honor, Kaiser, we will attack.
Oh, if we attack, would the Pope join us? Yes, they will. Okay, so I think you guys are done for. We'll let the Pope do the heavy lifting here. And of course we are brothers in arms, so we should be doing quite okay.
Units, await my command.
So basically, if we want to use the bodyguards, we will use that, but otherwise I think we will just keep the guys in reserve. So it will probably take a while until the papal army gets here. But why to waste our own troops if we can have our ally waste theirs? Of course, there is the risk that the Pope himself YOLO charges on the enemy and gets picked off. And then those excommunications will become nothing, but it seems they are bringing the whole army at one go. So yeah, perhaps they can beat them. And hopefully this will be good for our relations. Okay, a missile exchange, 6% archers versus Pavis crossbows into melee. not very good showing from our papal allies over here.
The enemy's battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong and have captured the enemy general. Now he gets to watch us defeat his army. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to... The Reich shows its obvious superiority through
indeed
victory.
we did. And since we are chivalrous, we will release those guys. So now the question is, should this army march not perhaps to Marseille?
Orders, Kaiser! Ja, mein Kaiser!
And perhaps we actually need
March! Orders, Kaiser! Forward!
We will see
some
you
reinforcements
there,
in Dijon. Not sure what we should do with these, but perhaps we will find out.
I speak on
Yeah,
behalf
we
of
can
my
cease
court.
fire.
Excellent.
Trade.
What else would you suggest? To force a woman.
Okay,
Farewell, my
nice.
lord. And
And who did die? Venice is ready to upgrade. Excellent. And we will actually discontinue that brothel. Noble life ends. Okay, in Frankfurt, we're still quite far away from that, but let's make the city watch. Florence, perhaps Town Guard, Metz, Leather Tanner, Milan. It's growing quite fast as well. Perhaps that blacksmith. Dijon. Well, Leather Tanner perhaps. Bern. We are building already there, okay. Oh, not that, but that. And here I'm wondering why I can't recruit anything from there.
Kaiser! Ja!
And did I? Yeah, I started to build something in Frankfurt. I'm a bit worried about that army over there. Okay, Sicily is getting... Oh. We lost a cardinal. That's a shame.
Ja, Kaiser. Ja, mein Kaiser. Ja. Fleet ready. Enemy fleet
Does
attacking, mein
Admiral
Kaiser.
Dragus carry
Admiring the
troops?
enemy,
No, he doesn't.
You want us? Orders, Kaiser.
But we'll
Ja.
take him down nonetheless.
Enemies.
Admiring the enemy, eh?
Full sail.
We kind of make a blockade over here. And in Bologna, let's build some additional ships. Next turn, the city is about to grow. And Prince Henry. It's Lordstown. There is a fortress somewhere around there. So let's see if we could bypass the enemies and get over there.
I could, mein Kaiser.
Okay. Good thing that we reinforced Dijon. Oh, I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
The winds have failed us today. We go no further.
Okay. Can't do everything. Blacksmith. And then... No! Ah! So basically... we need to spend some 12 turns still to upgrade the facilities from which to produce the troops. Well... such is life.
For the Reich.
Perhaps we should head over there and help with the siege, and thus we could
Resting
perhaps
here, noble Kaiser.
even get some additional troops. And Vienna. Let's try to avoid the same mistake in other places. Magdeburg. Yeah, Genoa. City Watch. Burn. Let's make a leather tanner. And let's retrain one of those.
For the Reich.
Could we get a crusade? No. So Scotland is favored. Quite a bit.
Not even the
Ja, Kaiser. Ja, mein Kaiser. Attacking! Dropping anchor until morning, mein Kaiser. Orders, Kaiser.
We have to maintain the blockade.
Course plotted.
Oh, they are charging. Okay, they don't have a general. They have quite experienced troops. Might be a bit difficult to hold.
To battle.
Or difficult to hold.
This battle is swinging away from us. Act now!
Indeed it is.
General's bodyguard.
So... we want most of our troops over here. But do we want to have some on the walls over here as well? That might be prudent. At least for the moment. And let's get you guys ready to eat the enemy charges, and perhaps we could flank from the cavalry over there. By the way, one thing I like quite a bit more about Rome Total War is that the unit positioning where they are going is shown quite a bit more clearly than in Medieval 2. What are they firing at? Okay, the wall over there. Not sure if we actually want to keep these guys over here, because they will just knock down the wall. So perhaps you should get over here straight away. So let's hope that the enemy cavalry comes in first. They are coming in first. And okay. Or they're not. So some of them are coming
Our walls are taken.
this way probably. So much for our plan to make a concave over here. No, they are coming this way. Great.
Zum Teufel! The enemy has ladders at the walls.
Okay,
Let them steal.
that's a shame. Those ladders, that is. That's a general unit, okay? I think we will want to engage them and...
This battle goes poorly for the Reich. We need to reverse our fortunes.
I think you guys can pull back a bit. And you as well. We want to utilize the cavalry. Those mailed knights over there are bogged down quite nicely, to be honest. Okay, and charge again. If we could get a couple of the enemy units to break, I think we could do quite nicely. That's a lot of crossbowmen and whatnot. Yeah, I think we need to start pushing. Steady, eager, shaken, wavering. Wavering. Okay, where did they come from? From the flank it is. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, they are breaking. Good.
We are being attacked.
You come and join us as well. We'll make a glorious last stand over here. And they're going down at quite a pace, it seems. So basically, that's most of the enemy mailed knights dealt with. So could we perhaps even make
My lord, only half our force
a
remains.
rear charge on the enemy? Let's see.
Enemy of the Reich lays dead at our feet.
Okay, nice.
This battle goes poorly for the Reich. We need to reverse our fortunes.
Okay. They're breaking. Push. And you guys, eager and winded, could we break them here as well?
Our men need rest.
Emperor protects. Or something like that. Oh, they're rallying over here. That's kind of annoying.
We are being defeated. We must change tactics.
I think for the moment we were about to have this, but so close but still so far.
Only half the enemy force remains. We are being defeated. We must change
Well, I
tactics.
don't think so. I think we are defeating them. Well, one of the sweetest victories, if we manage to get a victory, that is, I have ever had. I mean, that's just great. I was so certain that we will lose. From the beginning and from the middle of the battle. Let's try to get at least these guys into a bit better shape. Or not so exhausted. And what's great as well is that we should also get some replenishments from recover some of the casualties. Okay. Yeah, this battle is not ours just yet. It's over there. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So now they're getting back to the ballista, apparently.
Behold how our cowardly...
No survivors from you guys.
Only a true hero of the Reich.
Well, that was a nice victory, I have to admit. Yeah. So how many casualties were healed? Some. Okay, that's That's rather nice, actually. We'll ransom them. Yeah.
9! The enemy is engaging us!
And more of these. Oh. Florence is to be upgraded. Leather tanner in Metz. And let's see about our recruitment capabilities. And I think we could use a couple of more of peasants, especially in Bologna. We don't want
Full sails.
to get caught there, our pants down.
We go no further.
Can you not tell friend from foe? Ja, mein Kaiser! Ja, Kaiser!
And some additional troops to Dijon.
Today's journey is
For the Reich.
And
If only I could, mein Kaiser.
let's see if we could find a settlement to take. Preferably a castle. I think there is one over there.
Orders, Kaiser!
So, yeah, it's that about 12th
For
turns.
the Reich.
Kaiser! Ja, Kaiser! We make camp!
Okay. More of the French. Captain Noel, yeah, let's pull back.
We are beat!
Enemy fleet attacking, mein Kaiser.
Clear defeat.
9! The enemy is engaging us!
Ah. Our fleets are just horrible. Okay, that ceasefire is
Another proposition?
okay,
We
I
accept.
think.
Kaiser! Our fleet is under attack!
Nobody shall suspect we are here, Kaiser.
So where are you in Dijon? Florence. Okay, we are building that. Magdeburg. Blacksmith. Venice. Militia drill squares. So basically it seems that Venice will be the first settlement to be able to produce that halberd militia. Milan blacksmith, it's about to grow. Let's make an inn. Dijon. Some repairs entirely needed. Perhaps some happiness for them as well. Burn. Leather tanner. Let's retrain those and some land clearance. Let's see about other troop production facilities. Okay. Nice.
Ja, mein Kaiser! Forward!
Didn't we have an assassin, by the way, somewhere? Here.
Who is it that is doomed? Dead.
Hey. Let's see what happens. Okay.
For destruction, Kaiser. He is
Did it go
doomed,
that
Kaiser.
well?
Doomed.
Kaiser! Ja, mein Kaiser!
And we need you. Perhaps you should come south here
Resting here, noble
and
Kaiser.
take
For the
command
Reich.
of one of the armies.
We shall continue tomorrow, mein Kaiser.
I will only address you in battle. Kaiser. Yeah.
Okay, and
Eyes of the Reich.
I think we have a turn. I'm kind of wanting those.
We are under siege.
Albeit militias. Frankfurt. I think we are doing quite nicely over here. Perhaps the mining network. Well, it's not that good. So let's make the council chambers. Nuremberg. We cannot make anything else over there until it grows. Bologna. Yeah, city what it is. Vienna. Does that provide? Yeah, that's... Now we are talking. Dijon. That's being upgraded and we can upgrade some of the troops. Okay, we have Zobst in Innsbruck. Interesting place for a cardinal, but I guess
Orders, Kaiser. Kaiser.
that's it then. So let's reinforce Vienna a bit.
Orders, Kaiser. Forward.
And
For the Reich.
you actually will have your first military assignment.
Kaiser. Ja. Joining forces, Kaiser. Ja, mein Kaiser. March.
Oh, we have a second army coming.
Ends here. Come and fight me, you coward.
For the Reich. With honor, Kaiser.
I think there should be a
Resting
settlement
here,
somewhere
noble
around
Kaiser.
there.
Resting here, noble.
Orders, Kaiser. Ja. Fleet ready. Course plotted. Full sail. Orders, Kaiser. Enemy fleet attacking, mein Kaiser. We will make it no further. Ja, Kaiser. Ja, Kaiser. Dropping and... Ja. Fleet ready. Combining fleets. Ja, Kaiser. Full sails.
Okay. And
Ja, mein Kaiser.
one turn. Okay, so we should have
Ja.
a new settlement relatively soon. Unless, of course, the Polish try to grab it. This might actually make the alliance waver a bit.
Men of the Reich.
Because I don't think they have any additional neutral settlements nearby, which they are inclined to take before waging war against us.
Avec my command.
So the idea is to make a solid infantry line out of peasants and then charge their flank with cavalry. And we need to engage especially those armored sergeants. Are they all saying Guten Tag? And the crossbows are the biggest threat.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
No, we don't want to engage the spearmen. Hey, move. This is just horrible. Come on! I know that you are not perhaps our best general, but still, do something. No, you are fighting. You just have to fight against those spearmen, don't you? And hopefully the general himself is not somewhere around here, getting surrounded. Okay, you guys continue over there. You guys take care of those. And let's try to beat the...
Kopf's general has thrown his life away. Perhaps our chances are only half the enemy force remains.
I don't want to say anything.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay
I don't
strong.
really think so, to
The
be
enemy
honest.
will be defeated.
So we need to bring in peasants to actually wipe them out.
An enemy general has been captured by our Imperial troops.
So they are kind of indecisive what to do.
We have broken the Reich shows its obvious...
And to be honest, this is...
God is with us.
I don't
Kaiser.
consider that a
We
victory.
are victorious.
Matthias Delanoy. Genoa. Would the mines be good over here? Well, they will provide some income. Dijon does... Yeah, I think they are worth it. Burn.
Kaiser.
And we should have a new family member.
Today's march
Though I
ends here,
can't
Kaiser.
remember where. Here. Okay. And we have a heretic. Pope doesn't like heretics, so... And Pope is our ally, so we don't like you as either.
Ja.
Ja, mein Kaiser. March.
We shall defeat them for you, mein Kaiser.
Form up, men, and face the Kaiser's enemies. Units, await my command. Gruppe. Infantry. Units, coming
So you get to earn your spurs. And I think we will just try to smash on them. First with infantry, then with cavalry. Hey, come back and fight. I mean, that's good. That Guten Tag is
Our
just
men are winning
hilarious
the
over
battle.
there.
Continue like this, and victory is ours! The enemy of the Reich lays dead at our... Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
For the moment I was kind of scared that it was once again our general that got killed. But fortunately that was not the case. And let's try to make sure that this army ceases to exist. Okay, I guess that's
The Reich shows
enough.
its obvious superiority through victory.
The Reich is victorious. Mein Kaiser? Ja, Kaiser.
Well, how come you don't like us? You are the ones attacking us, or have been attacking us thus far. So now we have quite a few troops over
Orders, Kaiser.
here. Perhaps we should send some reinforcements to Frankfurt and Nuremberg.
Today's
Did we have... yeah. So perhaps we could use a governor in Nuremberg.
We make camp.
Let's get over there.
For the Reich. Ja.
Toulouse. Yeah, we have found what we are looking for. 3 turns. Okay, and assassin
Just
ready.
name the target.
Okay. I guess you could get some more practice before we target the faction heir once again.
Enemy fleet attacking, mein Kaiser. The winds have failed us today. We go.
Perhaps we should bring those fleets to, I don't know, block some ports somewhere. Okay, alliance, that's nice. So, are they kind of preparing to stab our back? I don't probably have even one merchant, and still I'm getting those merchant guilds. And Milan is growing as well, that's nice. Florence, okay, it's relatively small still. Metz, blacksmith, garrison quarters, yes. Magdeburg, chapel, Milan, we are already building, Prague, church and priest.
Orders, Kaiser.
So we could bring the
Ja, Kaiser.
blockade back
Ja,
in
Kaiser. Orders,
place.
Kaiser. Full sails.
Who is it that is doomed?
28%.
Death or destruction, Kaiser?
Okay, that will make a good practice target. Oh, I think we have seen this dropping the stone, provided it works. Okay. It didn't work.
The Reichsmark is? He is doomed, Kaiser. Doomed.
Trade decrease. Oh. Could we perhaps bribe you?
suspect you will waste our time. Your open question is
Yeah,
why,
that's a
of
bit
course,
too
it
much.
is your decision.
I think we can get you disbanded for free in a while. So, yeah,
Ja.
No, I'm not training the troops already. Yeah.
Orders, Kaiser. Ja, Kaiser. March.
God's servant.
Where is our new general? There, our new governor.
Forward. Today's march ends here, Kaiser.
And
Mein Kaiser. For the Reich. For your honor, Kaiser. We will
Captain
attack.
Jacob. Prince Louis. Okay. So do we have pilgrims? Yeah, pilgrims it is. Okay, I think this is actually the best approach we can take. Battle of the Princes. And we need to try to overwhelm those initial troops as fast
The
as
enemy has brought up
possible.
momentum. Good. It gives us more to kill.
And here especially those ballista need to be dealt with quickly. Okay, pull
Our men
back.
are winning the battle. Continue like this, and victory is ours!
They are yelling Guten Tag. Okay, well, that's interesting.
Behold how only half the enemy... Our men have captured the enemy general. Now he gets to watch us defeat his army.
Okay, and we want you guys in formation over here. And quite deep formation, that is. Because we will be facing heavy cavalry. Are they getting actually into firing range? So they have 61. It's 61 against 61. They have better general. We have more experience and we have higher numbers. Are they firing at what? Our general? No! The general is kind of waiting. That was really heavy casualties we suffered. And I think we actually need to deal with them first. Before trying to engage those. That bodyguard. Which is kind of unfortunate.
Our men are winning the battle. Continue like this, and victory is ours!
Okay, the ballista crew is coming to join the fray. We just have to buy a bit more time. So we can focus
The enemy
in
has
earnest.
lost half his army. My lord, we have lost half the army.
Indeed we have. And then we need to deal with that ballista crew once again. Yeah, pull back, hit them. We don't want them to fire any missiles on us. that rally horn wasn't quite as effective as I was hoping it to be. So do we really need to pull back?
Our men are winning the battle. Continue like this, and victory is ours!
So they have the numbers. Do we have anything with which to turn the situation into our advantage? Indeed. If we could blunt their charge. That might be something. No. Where is our general? Where is he? Over there.
The army is tiring.
Yeah, I think we need to pull back. Unfortunate.
Our enemies may have won this battle, but they have not won
That was... Those ballistae were surprisingly nasty over
Wir
here.
fail the Reich. Regroup. We will be redeemed. For
Well,
the
let's
Reich.
hope so. Can we propose a crusade? Paris? Well, of course we could try Jerusalem. Okay. Not then.
Come on.
And we probably will need to
Mein
have
Kaiser?
some more forces over here. So despite you were supposed to go to Italy, you will be remaining in here.
The enemy stands outside the walls. We must defend them.
Okay, and the crusade is called
The Holy
Toulouse.
Bible may
Ha
preach
ha.
peace.
Yes. Well, income is always income. So let's make that. And I think here we need to make city watch. Dijon. Okay, we can upgrade it already. Nice. Now we just need to gather some motley collection of troops so we could actually get on with that crusade.
Forward.
So, how many troops would we need?
Mein Kaiser.
Orders, Kaiser!
Would this suffice?
For the Reich. Launching our forces, Honorable Kaiser.
Okay, great.
For the Reich. We will conquer with... Yeah? Yeah. We make camp here.
Orders, Kaiser! March!
And let's take
Merging
some
forward!
more troops, a motley collection
Ja, mein Kaiser!
of
Ja,
them,
Kaiser!
and we can have a second crusading army. In Venice, one additional turn, and I'm not finishing this episode until we get things going on with those.
Just name the target.
Is this... No, we have seen this. Heinrich the Chivalrous. Oh, whoops. Not so chivalrous after all then. Okay. And I don't think we have anything better to do than...
I come as a peaceful
Yeah,
emissary.
a wise
Excellent.
decision.
Goodbye, Lord. It has been a pleasure.
Bologna City Watch, Militia Drill Square, Metz Drill Square, Magdeburg Drill Square, Venice, paved roads, and our first halberd militia in training, Bern Chapel, Prague. Well, some buildings were there as well. And any new mercenaries? No, we don't have. Perhaps a bit closer to the settlement. Okay, only pilgrims, but we will take them as well. Okay. Nice to be on the good side of the
Laying
Pope.
siege, Holy Kaiser. Is it time to take the walls, mein Kaiser?
Begone! You are not my liege!
And
Kaiser! Joining force march! Ja, mein Kaiser!
you come and join, and we will join the crusade. Because we are pious and want to serve the kingdom of God and so on and so forth. Let's head to the area
Here, noble Kaiser.
through this way. And,
Who is it that is doomed? And the right target is? Death or destruction, Kaiser. And the right target...
okay, that was just brutal. Okay, so it seems in his older days Heinrich is becoming rather a brute. So we are getting close to growing, at least with some of the settlements. I don't actually remember how the recruitment process works in Medieval 2. It's not deducted from the population of the settlement. At least I think so. Well, let's see next turn. Almost 3,900.
The Reich shall not relent.
Okay, perhaps that was a bit too ambitious approach. Captain Conrad's... yeah, I think we will just auto-resolve it
God's mercy. Regroup at once.
and pull back. Heretic. England joins the crusade against France. Let's make the roads, and Byzantines are landing once again. How much money does that provide? Okay, the normal amount.
Orders,
Kaiser.
For the Reich.
So perhaps we will... Okay, great. Perhaps we will take a detour to the Crusades through Zagreb and Ragusa and something else. And
Ja, Kaiser. Taking notes for the Reich. Ah!
Just name the target.
okay, let's see how we will fare. Okay. And oh, we have our first halberd militia. Hooray! But we still need to recruit the peasants. Because they, for a while, still will form the bulk of our army. I'm kind of... I would like to charge straight away, but... well, perhaps I should have done so. The reason is that I would like to recruit some additional religious fanatics more. But since we are attacked, I guess we need to deal with these. And Prince Louis is charging from our right flank, and he will be our first target. He's the most dangerous foe. So we need to gang up on him and try to overwhelm
Creeping in our favor.
him as quickly as possible. Do we have a vision of where the enemy settlement is? No, we don't. It doesn't really matter. You guys are relatively useless, but you...
The enemy has brought up more men. Good. It gives us more to kill.
And is the enemy general on... He's on this side, yeah. Yep, so you guys could come a bit closer to this side. We could get a proper surround. Nice charge. Where is our Prince Henry?
Progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong.
And the enemy is in the middle of the battle over there. Or rather the enemy general. And we have enemy reinforcements approaching, but I'm afraid they will be too late.
Thank the Lord.
Excellent.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Since they're fighting to death, I think we can let them go. And you guys can get ready for
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It is time
the
to
next
press
phase
the
of this
attack.
battle. So what do they have? Spur militia, peasants, town militia, peasants. And then there is that one unit of cavalry coming. Actually, I think you need to move to intercept those. And you guys just march onwards. So you protect the flank.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
Apparently we didn't catch the...
The enemy general flees, like the coward he is. Forwards, and crush the enemy! Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Okay, you guys get into position.
An enemy general has been captured by our Imperial troops.
Okay, so even mounted sergeants can be dangerous. Where is our general? I don't want to lose Prince Henry. No! Okay. Our troops are coming, or infantry is coming to help. Engage, engage, engage!
Thank the Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Okay, let's see what the French king says about this.
This day will go down in the records of the Empire as one of its most magnificent.
And we will execute them. And we will occupy it once again. The Byzantines are at us. Oh, poor Heinrich. So now we have chivalrous Emperor Henry. Oh, and that's a good castle, citadel, whatever it is. Frankfurt, it's growing, so let's make blacksmith. Dijon, city watch, burn. Crop rotation, and by the way, let's see about that Magdeburg. Yeah, it seems recruitment doesn't affect well, anything. So we can we get anything useful from barracks? No, we can't. So we need to go for citadel and then start upgrading those barracks. Oh, and I think we need to recruit a priest. Yeah, we don't want to have any heretics over here. And let's recruit what we can. And, well...
Who is it that is doomed?
And you will continue... Oh, you will liberate, relieve Bologna.
Resting here, noble Kaiser.
Okay. And after that, you will continue in the Eastern Front. But I think that's actually everything for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, ask questions and so on. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, and very special thanks to existing channel members Napoleon Complex, Kosakusar, Mark Anthony, Bluey Eye Wolf. Your support is greatly treasured. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames out.